Hey, how's it going? This is Nick. Haven't made a video in a while. I've been kind of busy with life and kind of had some downtime lately, so I thought I would make a video. So basically what happened is I applied for a bunch of jobs and eventually I got one. So I was going to go for the interview for that and then I got another. So then I went to the interview for that. So basically I went to the first one and that went well. And so let's say I went to that interview on a Thursday and they said, all right, when can you work? And I said, I'll see you Monday. That same day, like, I got home and like another company called me and they said, hey, can you do an interview Friday? And I said, sure, let's do it. So I go to the interview Friday knowing I already have a job lined up for Monday, but I go anyways just to see what they have to offer. And I went in there, like 15 people, and everyone was really nervous and, kind of scared. It was like an open interview, basically. Like, there's like 15 people in the room, and they're interviewing all of you, the group interview. And, yeah, so, everyone was scared, but I was confident. Like, I already had a job. Like, I felt good. I mentioned in the last video, I say the thing, like, if I feel bad or something, I'm just like, good. Like, this is good. It's positive. I think I'm going to put a link to the video that I'm talking about. It's called, like, by Jocko Willings. It's called, like, Good or something like that. I'll find it and I'll link it below this video. But I really like it, and I really think it helped me out. So anyways, I'm in that second interview, the group interview, and I'm doing good. And they give you a plant tour. Well, yeah, they give you a plant tour, and like a lot of times they would show you stuff, but it'd be hard to hear because there's 15 people. So, and there's factory noises and all this stuff, so it's kind of hard to hear. So yeah, so I would hear most of it, but some of them I wouldn't. Sometimes I would be too far to hear what they were saying. And so like, I'd be looking around, looking at like what's going on, and yeah, it's like when I was looking around, like people would like walk past me. Like, people are so like adamant on being the first in line of our long train of people. Like if you stop to look around, like they'd pass you. But I was like, whatever, I'm gonna get like a better look of this place. I'm not just gonna, follow the leader the whole time. So anyway, so I found my way to the end of the line. It was me and this other guy, and then like there's a group leader up front, and then like another lady, a group leader in the back. And she was talking to this other guy, and it was kind of loud, and we had earplugs in, and we're in a factory, so it's kind of hard to hear. It's hard to hear a person talking up front, but it's definitely just hard to talk between the person right next to you, because of the factory noise, and you have earplugs in. So anyways, this other kid right next to me was kind of quiet, kind of soft-spoken. And she was trying to talk to him, but she couldn't hear anything he was saying. She's like, I'm sorry, I can't hear you. And then, so he didn't really get to tell us. I could hear him, actually, but I guess she couldn't, whatever. So then she comes to me. And I think she was kind of like picking out the people at the end of the line, Comes to me, and I've worked in factories before. I've had earplugs in before. Like, I know, like, what to do, like how to talk. You have to talk a little louder. Like, you have to talk with some purpose, and then other people can hear you, so that's what I did. And she asked me like what I did before, and I kind of went through what I've done before, and I was like, so what have you done? And she was kind of shocked at that question. I don't think she was ready for that one, and so she kind of fumbled through what she did, and I think she said finance. And I'm like, oh, what in finance? And she didn't really give me an answer, so that was kind of awkward. So yeah, I don't know if she really did finance, but I think she just said that to sound fancy or something. I don't know. So anyways, so get back to the interview room, and basically, like, yeah, there's two people that, like, everyone came in, and she called two people out. And when she came back in, she said, all right, everyone in this room, we want to go forward with hiring you. Now keep in mind, I went to an interview Thursday, and I have a job already lined up, ready to start on Monday. Like, I'm planning on starting that job Monday. So now I'm here Friday, and like this other job's offering me a job. I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be awkward. Like, I'm gonna have to like ask for more money or something. Like, I can't start both jobs on Monday because they're both second shift. I was like, oof, this is gonna be weird. So yeah, they're like, so you can, there's orientation Monday. I'm like, fuck. And mind you, there's 14 other fucking people in the room. Like, it's not just me. Like, so like, if I have to say, hey, like, I need more money or something like that, or I need an easy job or something like that, it's gonna be real awkward for the rest of the 14 people. She says you could start Monday, or you could start in 2 weeks. And I said, okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks. You know, I was so thrilled. I'm like, this couldn't have worked out any perfectly. You know, like, I could try that other job for 2 weeks, and then on that Friday I could decide, you know, like, if it's not completely hell, then, you know, I'll probably just stick with it. You know, if I could make my money that way, why risk going to a new job I'm not uncertain of, you know? So I got to the interview, or the end of the interview, and they're like, all right, now I gotta take a drug test. It was like, let's say it's like 4:15, and the drug place closes at 5 o'clock, but they stop accepting people in the door at 4:30. So we had like less than 15 minutes to get there, and like they're taking a long ass time to give us the paperwork. They eventually give us the paperwork, got the paperwork, and then head to the drug test place. And mind you, I wasn't prepared to take a drug test. Like, usually if I'm gonna take a drug test, I'm gonna drink a bunch of water. Like, I'm not gonna be that person taking a long time to pee. Like, I'm gonna be pre-watered, and by the time I walk in that door, I'm ready to piss all over the, you know, waiting room. You know, I don't know, that's just how I like to do it. One time I almost did, and it's actually that same place. I pre-watered too much, and I was the closest I've ever came to pissing myself. The thing is, you can't leave, because if you leave that lobby, it's a failed drug test. So yeah, I came super close to peeing. I could tell that story maybe later, but anyways, so like, I wasn't prepared, so I had this like hot water bottle in my car. It was like 100 degrees out that day. I was drinking like hot water, and that was alright. I drank it down though, and then there was a water fountain, so I filled up my water bottle again, drank it down again, so I had like, you know, 32 ounces in me at that point in like 10 minutes, and eventually they called my name, and I was able to take a drug test, and, you know, I did fine. But yeah, but like, I remember being in the meeting room or whatever where we're taking the interview, and I was thinking to myself, I only have 15 minutes to get to this place. Like, I'm not even ready to take a drug test right now. Fuck that. I already have a job. Like, why am I even doing this? But I thought, no, like, this is good. This is good for me. I know it's stressful, but it's good. And I ended up taking the drug test and all that, like, doing like everything. So I was kind of proud of myself for doing that. Anyways, that was like a week ago. So I've been at my new job for a week, and I really, really like it. Basically, I started this Monday, and I worked all the way till Saturday, because right now, I mean, I think forever, we have mandatory 6-day weeks, and so like the Monday through Friday is 10-hour days, and then Saturday is 8 hours, so it's like 58 hours a week. And then you have the option of volunteering and working on Sunday, and that's like triple time. Which is close to, like, if you work 8 hours, it's like $350 for the day. So I might do that. I didn't want to work 7 days a week my first week, but I might try it next week or something like that. We'll see how this next week's goes. Yeah, basically all I do is like, they make like this metal siding, and all I do is catch it, you know, like, and it's not even that hard. Like, you'll maybe catch the metal siding for like a minute or two, and then there'll be like 10-20 minutes of waiting around because you have to change over the machine, or you have to measure parts or whatever. So like, there's a lot of standing and a lot of waiting around. Like, some people think it's a boring job, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck, because I'm getting paid, you know, like, I don't care. Like, I don't know, it's a really easy job, like the easiest job I've ever had. And like, sometimes the machine goes down, and like, I've stood there for like an hour or two doing nothing, and you know, I'm still getting paid. I got so bored, I just grabbed a broom and started sweeping. Like, I think Tuesday, I probably swept for like 3 hours, just because I was bored. The machines were down, like, we didn't really have anything to do, but I was like, fuck it, I just want to do something, you know. So yeah, so I'm so happy. Like, my job's going great. I'm working a lot of hours, so I'm not home a lot. I only get 1 day off, so that's kind of intense, but I don't know. I don't mind going into work. I like everyone I work with. The job's super easy. I don't know. I really like it. But remember how I had that other interview and I took the drug test? Well, I don't have to really decide on that until this Friday. So, I mean, if this coming week goes as smoothly as my last week did, I'm not going anywhere. You know, I'm staying here. There would have to be a lot of things to go wrong at this week, like completely 180, like the building burns down. I don't know, like that'd be like the only way I think I would want to go to that other job. I really like this job. It's, like I said, it's a lot of hours, but it's a lot of money too. So I like that part of it because you get a lot of overtime. You get like 18 hours of overtime, so it's really nice. So yeah, I love it. Like it's, like I said, the easiest job I've ever had. You spend like let's say I work 10 hours a day. I probably only work like an hour a day. Like the rest of the time I'm standing or I'm sweeping, or like, you know, it's really not that hard. But yeah, I love it. And like I said, there's a lot of hours, but I plan on saving my money back up. I mean, I haven't had a job in like 4 or 5 months. So that's why I kind of don't mind working all these hours, because it's like, you know, I did this to myself, you know, this is time where I have to recoup all that money. So that's what I'm doing. But I have a number in my head, I don't know, maybe like 10,000, 12,000, to where I'm comfortable and, you know, I feel good. And then once I have that, I think I'm gonna move to Arizona and get an apartment there, and there's a gym that I really want to train at, and so that's kind of my plan there. I'd have to sell my house, so I wanted to wait 2 weeks to get comfortable with my job before I started doing all this other stuff. But I think by next week, as long as everything's going good at my job, I'm gonna call my realtor and ask him how's the housing market, and because they're saying like it's super hot right now, like people can't find houses, so I think it'd be good to sell right now. But I'm just gonna ask like 10 or 15,000 over what I bought it for, just because that would be like, that's like the number I want. I want around 10,000 in my bank, and the reason why I say 15,000 is because when you sell your house, like you have to pay like the realtor, you have to pay like the other people's realtor, you have to pay the bank, you know, like there's a lot of people you have to pay. So let's say you only have a $10,000 profit from what you bought it for, but the thing is you have to pay so many people, it's not 10,000, it's like 7,000, you know, so that's why I'm asking like 15,000, so I could pay all those people and still make, you know, a good chunk of money. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. And then I'm also going to start dieting after 2 weeks, I think. I don't know. I think I'll figure out the house thing first, and then I'll start dieting. So in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I mean, once this week is over, then I'll do the realtor thing, and then we'll see. Like a week from there, maybe I'll start dieting again. Because, like, as you could tell, I'm noticing this in the camera. I don't know. Maybe it's my neck. I don't know. I feel kind of fat. I think I'm like 217 now. So, I don't know if you watch any of my other videos, but I think I got as low as like 202 on video, or maybe like 190 something, 198, something like that. It's like the lowest I've ever gotten, so like 20 pounds from that. So, which I'm really far from my goal weight of like 145, so, you know, but I wanted to get used to work first and not rush myself back into it, or everything, you know. Same with exercising. I was exercising for a while. I was running, and I got to like 3.2 miles, or no, 3.2 miles an hour for like 30 minutes every other day. I was really liking that. And then I was doing push-ups. I got up to like 13 or something like that, and that was fun. I do that every other day with my running. But at my job, like I said, I stand a lot. And the shoes I got, they're like $150, because I went to the store before. They're like a shoe company. They're small, but the first time I went there, I got some really nice shoes, and they're really good on my feet. I went and got these other, because they had to be steel-toed boots, but I got them for another job like a couple of years ago. and I used them like once, so they should still be good. But I was like wearing them to my job this week, and gosh, my feet were killing me because I'm literally standing like, I mean, obviously I'm standing 10 hours a day, but I'm not moving for like 9 hours a day. I'm just standing in one spot. I'm moving my feet, walking around, but it still kills my feet. And these, like, I thought I spent a lot of money on these shoes so my feet wouldn't hurt, but that's not the case. So I bought some Dr. Scholl's inserts, so I'm gonna try that tomorrow. Which kind of sucks because they're like $50, so I'm like, I should have just bought some cheap Walmart like steel toe boots and then put these insoles in. But and my company even, you know, they give you like $35 for shoes or something. But I didn't take it because I thought I had good shoes. But then, like, later in the week, my feet hurt so bad. So I don't know. I might get some shoes from Walmart just to have an extra pair, and then, you know, ask them to reimburse me or whatever. So, and just buy Dr. Scholl's or whatever and put that in there. I mean, I feel like you should get compensated for the insoles too, but whatever. You know, at least they're giving you some money. That's nice of them. So yeah, so we'll see how that goes. And then if my feet start feeling better, I'm gonna start running again because I really did enjoy that. But with my feet hurting so bad, I can't really run. I don't want to like injure my feet, you know, and not be able to work. I'm putting work first so much right now, but I think it's gonna be worth it. And I think I might start training again. I've called around, saw the prices. Like usually it's like $100 a month for like unlimited. But obviously I can't train too often because I'm working 6 days a week. And it's dependent because I work second shift, so I really got to pick a certain time. But I think I might get private lessons. Like I might get 2 private lessons a month, and private lessons are like $35 for like 30 minutes. But I think that's better than $100 a month, you know, with random training. And I'm also going to go to another place on Saturday, I think, and they're really cheap there. I think I pay like $5 a day and go like, you know, once a week there, and that was like $20 a month. And I'll also be doing the 2 private lessons a month, so it'll come up to like 90, which is almost 100. And so you think, why don't you just pay 100? But it's because like most of the places that I'm talking about are super far away, like an hour. So it's like I drive an hour there, I train for an hour, and I drive back. It's like 3 hours out of my day, which I'm working 10 hours a day, sleeping. So it's like that'll take up most of my free time, which I don't want to do too often. That's why I'm only going to do it like twice a month to where I do that drive. But on Saturday, that one's only like 2 minutes up the street, so that's not a big deal. So yeah, so that's kind of my plans there. I don't know. That's kind of just a little update on what's going on. I thought I hadn't made a video in a while and it sounded fun, so I did it. So I hope you all having a good day, and I'll see you next time.